Well, it's Sunday evening. I've made it back from Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm back in the cold Midwest here in St. Louis. I'm sitting in my office catching up on a lot of paperwork. Before I go into that, I want to go into something about what I talk about and what I really like to do with my speaking business. But I want to know if you have a background here on a movie called it's How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Kate Hudson was in it. Matthew McConaughey was in it. And in that movie, there's a scene where they play a card game. Matthew McConaughey takes Kate Hudson over to his house or meet his family, and they play a card game, and people talk about what they have in their hand. And then if you don't believe them, you holler out a variation of bullshot. Now, the reason I'm saying bullshot is I don't know if Facebook will allow me to say the word that they actually say in there, which is not bullshot, but you can figure it out. So here's my question. So you need to know that as a background, because they will holler out if somebody says I've got 3 aces, I go bullshot. All right. So the question is, are you living the life that you want to live? Are you really living the life you want to live? If you could be anything right now, what would it be? Not what did you want to be when you were 3 years old and you want to be a fireman. If you could be anything you wanted to be right now, what would it be? If you could live the life you wanted to live, what would it be? Well, the reason I ask you that question is a lot of you are going to tell me that it's something different than what you're doing, and I'm going to say bullshit, because you haven't done a thing. You have never given a day's work into accomplishing that goal. It's just been a fantasy that you've talked about and you've imagined that you want to do, or that you'd be happier. So it's kind of an escape fantasy. So are you really living the life that you want to live? I live the life I want to live. And it's not always been easy, all right? Because you're subject to criticism from time to time. Hello, Adam. Subject to criticism from time to time. If you like this, please feel free to share it, or if there should be a thing down there that you can click to be notified whenever I'm on. And we'll be seeing each other soon anyway. So the question is, why aren't you living that life? As I said, I live the life that I want to live, and it's sometimes subject to criticism. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, but I'm living that life because I'm bold enough to do it. I have the confidence that I'm pursuing the path that's right for me, and that's what I want you to do. You know, I talk about having the courage to be confident and the confidence to be courageous. You're only going to live one time in this life. This is it. And if you're not living the life that you want to live, then you're really missing out. So think about what it is that you want to do. Who is it you want to be, and why aren't you doing it? Have you really worked towards it? Have you really applied yourself towards it? Have you set out to live that life rather than think about it as a fantasy? It's hard to do. I want to encourage you to do it, though. Have the courage to make those mistakes. Have the courage to do those things that are risky, and set out to do it. I think I'm going to write a book, and I'm going to call it Live the Life You Want to Live, or How to Live the Life You Want and Get Away with It, because that's kind of what I've done in life. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. I'm back from Phoenix. I'm ready. I've got appointments in the office as early as 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And as I say, if you like this, share it, or hit a little, hearts or like, or whatever those little legends are at the bottom of this. And I'm going to try and get on tomorrow with a little bit, but it's nice to be back home. Believe me, it is nice to be back home. Traveling is a wonderful thing. Traveling for business is really a great thing, but there is nothing like coming home and seeing the lovely Rebecca at the end of the ramp as you get off and there to pick me up. So I will see you next time. Thank you for joining me. And if you have any comments, please feel free to comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Seriously, let me know. What are your thoughts? Are you living the life that you want to live? Not the life that somebody else wants you to live, the life that you want to live. and how can you live the life that you want to live. All right, be good. Bye.